Oh, there's nobody in here yet, so you get some time to share it out.
Good.
Oh yeah, Grandma Kathy also sent us a package.
Oh, she did?
She's sending us some colognes that she found on Amazon, and she's also sending some clothes for Logan. I think she's also sending me a birthday gift, I'm not sure. I think it's a birthday gift, some cologne for Cole, and then clothes for Logan.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's sending us 3 to 6 month and 6 to 9 month. Because as soon as he starts getting into those 3 to 6 month, he's going to be hitting those 6 to 9 month clothes.
Y'all gonna have to forgive my hair. It's Snowmageddon.
It's been in a toboggan for the past couple days.
Yeah, at least I did comb it out.
Yeah. El Skippy says, "Hey guys, how are you? We are alive. We survived it for the most part." So, we were cold.
Yeah.
Very cold, but we're okay now. Obviously, we have power, at least.
Now. We didn't for a while.
Yeah, it was off and on. So, Monday morning at like 4
a.m. Yeah.
a.m., it went out.
Well, it started doing like that rolling blackout stuff at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it started doing the rolling blackout at 2 a.m. and then it finally like went out and stayed out at 4 a.m. and didn't come back on until 2 in the afternoon. And it stayed on until 5 o'clock the next morning, or yesterday morning, and then came on at 2 o'clock for like 20 minutes. We were outside around a fire, so we didn't know. But because I checked the timestamp on when Leon told me that the power was back on.
Yeah.
And it was at 2:06. We didn't figure it out until 2:26.
Oh, well. So it was on for 26 minutes.
Yeah, it was on for like 20 minutes. And then it went out. Well, it flickered once, was on for another couple minutes, and then it went back off, didn't come back on till 4, stayed on for an hour, went back out. It went on again at 7, and then has stayed on since. And then we did have one pipe burst, but they were able to come out and fix it because it was just a tiny little burst.
And tiny little burst and made a lot of water in the garage.
Yeah. And 6 feet of snow. Oh my gosh, no. Beagle Family Fun says, "Hey girl, y'all staying warm? We are now."
Yeah, we are now.
El Skippy, where are you? 6 feet of snow? That sounds like...
North.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say the last level of hell. What is all over your lip gloss?
I don't know. Hair? Because I'm flipping shedding like a husky.
Trust me, I understand. Post-pregnancy hair loss is real. Every time I take my hair out of a ponytail, it's just clumps of hair coming out with it. I'm like, that's upstate New York. Yeah, that would do it.
Well, we didn't get 6 feet. We got 6 inches.
Well, not here.
Yeah, we got 6 inches.
Here?
Yes. We got 4 inches the first storm and 2 inches the second.
That's right, yeah. We still have power, but no water. How y'all doing? We just got power yesterday at 7:30 p.m.
We lost water at
2 or 3 in the afternoon.
I think it was 2.
2.
But we got it back around 6:30.
Yeah, because it was just as dinner was ready. Because we had a pipe burst in the garage. Luckily, it was a small burst, but it was still a burst, and water went everywhere. And we're under a water boil notice.
Yeah, we had to boil all our water.
Yeah, because our water treatment plant went out of power for a while, and then so almost everybody in Tarrant County has to boil their water.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
But what did we learn?
We're not as prepared as we think we are.
And what do we need to do?
Prepare for stuff like this.
Even if it is Texas.
Yep. El Skippy says, "I have a large greenhouse so I can grow things all year." That's good. Our greenhouse isn't actually a greenhouse.
Which one? The little green thing?
Yeah, the little green one out back.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
I thought about it. I thought about bringing it up to the front and zipping ourselves into it.
Yeah, I mean, it does get hot
Mm-hmm.
when the sun's beating down on it. But it's not gonna... I wouldn't put my seedlings in it as babies.
Right.
Or I wouldn't put seeds in there to try to start.
Beagle Family Fund says, yeah, our department's having to keep water for the hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all the other treatment plants in our area are fine. It was just the one that we get our water from, or that our city gets our water from, when the power went out.
So now we have to boil our water. But I'm just glad we have water because...
You can always boil it. You can't boil it if, one, you don't have electricity, or you can't boil water that you can't access.
Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all warm?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, now. How are y'all? I know the storm's heading your way. If not already there.
Actually, I think it's... well, I know... You know that bottle brush tree that she has near the pond?
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in icicles. I don't think the snow has started there yet, but they do have ice.
The snow is way better
I don't
than
know.
ice.
I don't know
You
if they
can
have...
keep it.
No, Mama said it was nice to share. So you and Grow Where You Planted in Arkansas can have it back. Send it up north. I don't
How long
care.
did your power go out for? Well, first day it went out 10 hours.
Second day was 12.
Yeah, second day was 12 hours.
So I guess 22 hours altogether.
Yeah. Which sucked when you have reptiles and an infant.
Yeah. It was 55 in the house, though.
Yeah, it wasn't as cold as some other places have gotten. Like, I know in Austin and Houston, their power has been out for like 48, 36 hours. And people are freezing to death, quite literally.
Well, Leon ran the car for you in the garage.
Yeah, Leon did. We cracked the garage door, and Leon had his car running in there. So me and the baby could get warm.
But it didn't get freezing cold in the house. It dropped down to about 55 in the house.
Yeah.
So.
Still
Still
cold, but...
Yeah, well, it's not freezing to death, but it ain't comfortable either.
No, but it was at least livable enough for us to camp it out.
Definitely gonna look for some type of little propane heater.
Right.
Hey, there's Miss Lippy.
Gonna visit a few and hit bed. Wanted to visit a few. Well, we appreciate the visit.
Yes, ma'am.
We have more cold weather, but no more rain or ice. We're warming up this weekend.
Yeah, by this time next week, it's supposed to be in the 60s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s.
You did say 60s and 70s, but now it's changed to 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
But that's still a heat wave compared to one.
Yeah, that's definitely a heat wave compared to what happened. I heard that San Antonio has a winter storm warning, my grandparents said. Yeah, they're still in a winter storm warning. It's kind of dissipating across the state. So their winter storm warning probably either just went out or is going to go out in another hour or so, because there isn't any more precipitation on our radar.
Right. In fact, ours went out this morning?
Yeah, ours did this morning. At least in central Texas and probably North Texas as well. But there might be some clouds still in the southern part, around Houston and San Antonio. That still doesn't negate all the ice and snow on the ground.
Yeah, well, I don't know, when I was standing out there, because yesterday I took a barrel, or smoker, turned it into a burn barrel.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. And had fire going in it to keep warm, because...
It was nice.
It was nice, it really was. You can go outside, stand by the barrel, get nice and warm, come back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it would last for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was looking at all the icicles falling off, so and today it was really...
Yeah, there was a couple icicles out front. They were just melting. And it wasn't even sunny today. It was cloudy.
Cloudy, yeah. That right there to let you know, well, okay.
Oh, God, no. We do not ever get snow. We get ice. But even then, it's a very thin layer of ice that melts.
Last time we got this much snow, it was 2017.
And even then, it didn't get this cold, and it didn't snow this much.
And the power didn't go out.
And the power did not go out. Our power didn't go out. There's nothing wrong with the water. It wasn't as cold, and it...
Sweet dreams, my loves, can't hold on with my eyes open.
Oh, don't worry about it, Miss Lippy.
I'm not too far behind you.
Yeah, but in 2017, it was a very small amount of snow. I think it was like only 2 inches. This is what we got.
Yeah, we got 6 this go around, because we got 4 on Monday, and then we got 2 more yesterday, or overnight.
And the temperatures this time were way colder. In 2017, it did not get...
I think it got to like 19 degrees.
Yeah, it barely got to the teens. It was not that cold.
Most of our ice melted today on the ground. Now it's slushy and muddy.
Now dropping to freezing again.
Yeah.
That's how it usually is. So it'll freeze at night, melt during the day, and then freeze again at night. So during the day when you're actually functioning, it's not dangerous to be out on the roads. But at night, that's when it starts to get dangerous in the winter.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, yesterday after I dropped you off at Veronica's because she ended up staying at my friend's house and got power back before we did.
Yeah, and they kept their power.
And they have a fireplace, so even if their power did go out, they had the fireplace. And on my way back, I almost didn't make it because I had the road, like here's the main road, and then here's the road that I was on, and I was right there, and I had to wait for traffic to come, and then when I took off, or tried to go, the front end started going to the right, trying to go into the ditch.
Yeah.
But luckily, the two vehicles behind me saw what was happening, and they backed up, so I could just let it back on up and then go straight and around it.
Right. My porch is icy and deadly now. Yeah, I bet.
Your porch was deadly before it got icy. Just saying.
You know, not all of us trip and fall down her porch.
No, after the hurricane, her porch is swaying.
Hey, Brett. It's over here. Yeah, it's over there.
I have a delay. So
Yeah,
I see the messages pop over here, but it's too little for me to read.
Yeah, well,
I have to wait till over
our
here.
Wi-Fi isn't that great either since the towers have been off and on.
Yeah, that's right. This one's going off of Wi-Fi, and that one's going off my phone. So that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you beautiful
we
people.
having trouble with our Wi-Fi anyway.
Yeah, when the power went out, phone calls were almost non-existent.
And then text messages were iffy.
No internet access.
None at all. I'm like, yeah, no. And for a minute there, for like an hour or so, we had no service whatsoever. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, our power is out and we had no service. This is a perfect situation to be in.
And I was telling Miss Lippy that if I had to grade us on this event, I don't know what you want to call it, disaster, I'd give us a C.
Because we made it, but we weren't thriving.
Well, I wouldn't say we weren't thriving. We had food.
Okay, we had food, water. And we did have a way to at least heat up the little man's bottles.
Yeah, we figured out how to heat up the bottles. So, I know you all have had to see the terracotta pots or the candles. Well, they don't exactly heat up a room unless you got a bigger... If you have one of those little alcohol cans, that would probably do better. But with a candle and a terracotta pot, you can heat up bottles. Baby bottles.
Yep, that's how we heated up our baby bottles.
You could probably even make cocoa. I think it got hot enough for that.
Yeah, it did. It got hot. It got hot enough to make a... not sure about coffee, but it definitely got hot enough to make hot chocolate.
So... And I think we need to do a little video on how we did that.
Yeah, we do.
Because we
didn't set it up like you normally would for the actual terracotta space heater.
But we did for the bottles. We just stuck it up. I could have.
Yeah, well,
because those two candles were big enough. I could probably set two candles there, but I didn't want the flames. Yeah. But it wouldn't produce enough heat that.
No, our living room's too big for it to produce enough heat to warm up the space.
Now, if we had some of them alcohol cans, that might have been a little different.
Yeah. But we made it.
But we need to do a little video tomorrow of how we heated up the bottles.
Yeah, we did, because that could help a family next time. But
it was definitely...
We definitely learned where we need to improve in our prepping.
I was proud of us for our food, and I was proud of us for our water, even though we could have stood to have more water. Actually, what we could really use is a water filter, and that's something we're going to work on.
Yes, it is.
We're going to work on a water filter. We're going to work on some kind of propane heater, and maybe even see about a wood stove. I don't know if we can get the permits for it or not, and that'll be a little more expensive. But in the long run, it'll be worth it.
Yes, it will. Because if something like this ever happens again, we'll be prepared. And if we do end up selling this house, whoever gets this house next will be prepared in advance. So, helping ourselves and helping somebody else.
My next place, if I have any say, will either have a wood stove or a fireplace. Or both. That's a given.
Yes.
You can always get a window unit for air. You can't always find an alternative for...
And then stock up on plenty of firewood because, oh my lord, that stuff went out quick.
Oh, so did the propane tanks. But propane has a eternal life shelf.
Yeah.
It don't go bad. So if you store it.
Brett says Buddy Heater is a good one to look into. I think that's the one you were looking at, wasn't it?
Oh, well, there was that and Mr. Heater. It was the other one I was looking into.
Wood stove is great if you have firewood. Yeah,
well, you know what? You got wood furniture.
Yeah, you got wood furniture. We could have started cutting off limbs off the tree.
Yeah, that was wet wood, but one piece at a time, it'd start burning.
Mm-hmm.
It would smoke a lot at first, but that goes through the chimney.
If enough kerosene, it's okay.
I don't know, you don't want to use kerosene in the house. I looked at some of those, and me and Leon talked about that, and even though they say you can use them in the house, it is still, you'd probably still need a, what do you call it? Detector.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide detector.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carbon monoxide.
Hey, David Mule Train.
That's not fair. You get to see things first.
Well, you know, glasses.
But yeah, the firewood. But you can collect firewood all summer.
Yeah. Especially summer months when they do.
I don't have a fireplace, but I have 3 bundles of firewood in my garage.
Right.
From camping.
Carbon monoxide detector is good to have anyway. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. But when your house is all electric, it's not a
necessity.
Yeah, it's not even an issue.
Our main thing is just fire. Fire hazards.
Yeah. That's why some of the people were sending me some things, you know, well, you can try this, you can try that. I'm like, that's an open flame. I'm not having an open flame in the living room.
Where my grandchild is at.
Even when he wasn't here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to sleep at night with an open flame on the table.
No. I'd be more comfortable with an open flame in a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also because they have those, like, gate fences that you can put in front to keep embers out.
I really miss our old house that had the fireplace.
I know. I do, too. Because our last 2 houses had fireplaces.
Yeah, I do miss that. But
Veronica says a fireplace, and they're close, so.
But the house did not get...
It's cold.
Yeah, the lowest it got was 55.
Mm-hmm.
And that was doable. I mean...
Sucked.
It sucked, but it was doable.
Yeah. Hey, Big Dreams.
Dreams Homestead? Yeah, are you staying warm? We are now.
Yeah.
And as long as the power stays on?
We used to have a Coleman stove, but I stayed awake to watch it and let the kids sleep.
Well, and that's something else we can do. We could sleep in shifts.
Yeah. I mean...
Because there's 4 adults and a baby.
We halfway do that anyway. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up and down throughout the night anyway because little one only sleeps a few hours at a time.
Honestly, that's kind of how we know what time the power went out, because somebody was awake.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew is because I just got done making a bottle and then the power went out.
Well, at least you got to make the bottle.
Yeah. And of course Cole's usually up at night, so...
Sleeping shifts so someone can watch the heat source while the other ones sleep. Yep. And that's definitely, even if we get the propane heater, that's probably something
we would do anyway. Just in case.
Yeah. And I think I went to sleep last night it was almost 1 a.m. because I wanted to keep like the oven and the other thing going.
Yeah.
And
since we don't have central heat and air, we've been running our oven with the door like cracked. And we have a heating fan in the bathroom.
Is that what you call it?
I guess.
But anyway, we had that on, and it keeps the bathroom warm.
Yep.
Emergency blankets are good to have, too. They are super cheap. You know what I really wanted to invest in? Them up north type sleeping bags.
Oh, the really, really thick ones that you could sleep on Mount Everest with?
Yeah, the ones that have, like, this kind of... Yeah. But they're poofy.
Skippy asks what type of flowers you're going to put in your garden this year.
Marigolds is always number 1.
Yeah, because it helps.
Marigolds, sunflowers, hopefully, because I have some sunflower seeds. Zinnias. There are a few others.
I don't remember.
I think one was anise, because I think it's supposed to be to dogs what catnip is to cats.
I think you're right.
And I think it was anise.
My garden is frozen at the moment.
Mine is too. In fact, I lost 2 aloe vera plants.
All of our succulents.
Yeah, all of my succulents I probably lost. And I think I might have lost my comfrey. So, Rochelle from Legacy Home and Garden, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. It was not on my top priority list of getting things done when the snow started falling. I wasn't worried about the plants outside. I didn't even think about them. I was just
worried about us.
Us. And then Monday, I just happened to look out there and I was like, damn it.
Amy says that kitchen's full of plant starts, the comfort will come back.
I hope so.
I'm sure we lost all our citrus trees, I bet.
Probably.
More than likely, because citrus trees aren't built to handle this kind of cold.
Yeah.
Hopefully your rosemary.
What about elderberry? Can they handle this kind of cold? I mean, mine were just twigs anyway.
I hope your rosemary comes back.
Me too, because...
That thing was basically a bush.
Yeah, well, it's a twig bush now.
I mean, yeah.
I do have some sage out there, too, that's right a couple steps below it.
No, let's see. I heard it scratching, so I thought it was...
No, I think Gracie's taught Xena how to scratch. Elderberry would be fine good.
Elderberry should be fine.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
But if not, I guess I can pick up some more cuttings from y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're not going over there anyway.
Yeah, I need to do that anyway, so we have a variety and more than one. Because that one I got from VW Farms. I'm surprised it made the 6-hour trip home.
Yeah, it looked kind of sickly when you brought it home, but then we planted it and it was fine.
Actually, you think it was sickly when I brought it home. You should have saw it on the way here. It looked even worse.
Really?
By the time I got it home, it started looking better. But yeah, the whole garden
is
covered in like
snow. And a couple inches of snow.
At least a couple inches of snow. My garlic.
Samson Farm says, "Are you still here?"
Yeah.
Yep, we're still here.
Not frozen.
Nope.
Was yesterday.
They see me trolling Nathan.
I love you, Nathan. So how are you up there in Tennessee?
It's probably even colder up there.
I don't know. I think it was Miss Lippy was telling me that our colder weather hit more down here than up there.
If this weather is the beginning of the grand solar minimum, things will get much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to be prepared for next winter.
Yep. I don't have a garden right now.
I don't either. I have a snowdrift.
Yeah. I'm growing snow.
Yeah, I'm growing snow and lots of it. Well, see, that's another thing.
Come get your snow here.
We could have put snow in the tub and have it melt and used it.
Yeah, I mean, we still have technically water sources, and you can use that as dirty water to,
flush the toilet.
Flush toilets, at least.
Well, if we get a filter, then we could use it. The filter to filter out so it could be drinking water.
You can try growing candula and...
Big dreams don't say I'm growing hair, yeah. I'm growing messy hair. Hey, white picket fence.
So you can try growing candula and rue. They're good herbs to try in your spiral garden. Solar generators equal good thing.
Not when the sun ain't out.
No, it's been cloudy as heck for the past couple days. Please remember put orange flags on your short people before sending them out so they can find them in snow trips.
You're funny, Nathan. It didn't get that deep. No,
it did not get that deep.
It got 6 inches here, so it wasn't that deep. That was good.
It was enough snow to cover the garden beds.
Enough snow to cover everything. And walking in it was...
Amy said I didn't say it.
I know. That's why I had to look twice when I saw Nathan instead of Amy.
Like, wait a second. The short jokes don't come from him usually.
Well, no, don't say that, because Nathan's, I don't know, 7 foot tall.
I said usually.
Yeah, usually. Usually they come from Amy.
Yeah, I was say 9 times out of 10 it's Amy.
But yeah, I mean, we got 6 inches worth. I mean...
Yeah. Up to our ankles almost.
Yeah.
Nathan said I said for you, Amy.
Oh, gave her enough time, she would have.
Oh, yeah. She definitely would have.
But there are some things I'd like to get, like a small solar panel to charge cell phones.
Even
if it's one of them small solar things.
Yeah.
I want a water filter, and I want some kind of propane heater.
Yeah.
And I want those sleeping bags.
Yes.
Miss Lippy gave me an idea of you can put a tent in the living room, and the nylon will keep the heat.
Yeah.
And then that way everybody can get into the tent inside the living room, and it would generate more heat just from the body
Oh,
heat.
that's a good idea. Just move the playpen and the table.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a couple tents.
Yeah.
Just come stay here for the winter.
Who said that, Amy?
Yeah.
Actually, we had debated that.
We did, because our power was out for 10 hours. It only takes us 6 to get to your house.
Yeah. But we knew it was heading your way and didn't want to face the same storm twice. So that's why we didn't.
Yeah. Gorilla birth control. I know what that... Okay, so there was a lady. She ran out of wig glue, so she used Gorilla Glue to glue on her wig.
No way.
Yes way. And then she sued the company because there wasn't a warning on the bottle. Add solar mylar blankets to that mix, you'll be toasty. Oh yeah, it's like a solar electric blanket.
Yeah,
That'd
solar
be cool.
mylar blanket. That's something else. I got a list going.
I've planted 5 times at stage last year and they turned out great. We're growing.
And he's in New York, right?
Yeah.
El Skippy?
Yeah.
Good. So my sage might make it through this winter storm, or will it die?
It should.
Because it was pretty...
Amy said Louisiana Gorilla Glue woman. Yeah, I saw that story.
That's craziness.
Yeah, it does not surprise me. Louisiana is Florida of the South when it comes to crazy people sometimes. And you know it. You've been to New Orleans.
Okay. Oh, water.
New Orleans is just South Miami.
Propane.
No, the solar emergency blankets are mylar blankets, reflects body heat back onto you. Oh.
That's cool. Okay. And what'd you call those sleeping bags? Did you say Mount Everest or
No.
or was it Antarctica?
Yeah, just Antarctic sleeping bags. And El Skippy says, yeah, the sage should be fine.
Good. Because I grew that from seed last year, I think it was.
Yeah, Samson says the mylar blankets cost like $1. Oh yeah, those are in emergency kits.
Not in our emergency kit, but yeah, they are in emergency kits.
That's because we're in the South.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. It was just, like I said, I would give us a C. If I was rating us on a report card, I'd give us a C. And Miss Lippy said she'd give us a B minus.
Hey, at least we passed.
But we did better than a whole lot of other folks.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've seen some horror stories coming out of this.
Hey, Living History comes alive. Howdy.
Hostesses.
I love that.
Wait, pick up.
You can get them on Amazon.
Mylar emergency blankets at Walmart were $2. That's. You want me to let her in?
Yeah, I guess. Biden orders.
Pearly gates closed due to COVID. Come here. Ow, 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 ow.
That's almost funny. Ow.
Ow. Ow. They are most likely sold out now. There's a lot of things sold out at stores.
Our Walmart looks like the Prepper Nation had a lottery or a shopping spree and used our Walmart to do it. Because there's hardly anything left.
Yeah, I mean, they were completely out of almost everything when I went there. They were out of bread. Literally, the only thing they had on the shelf bread-wise was the tortillas.
Was it?
Yeah. It's like all the bread was gone except for tortillas.
Well, luckily I know how to make rolls, so that wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
And I did eat some tortillas last night.
Oh my god.
You. Calm yourself.
Like a floor propane heater will run gas line through the wall and stuff. We need a permit for stuff like that.
No, well, maybe not that one. That's what Miss Lippy was talking about.
Ow, 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 ow. No bread or milk here yet. There was no bread, no milk, no eggs, no butter.
Now, we'll have to restock when things defrost.
Defrost and the stores get stocked back up. It might take a couple weeks, or a week or two, maybe.
But
we are gonna stock back up.
Zena,
lay down.
Rubber, pat her stomach. No, like
Jesus, dog. You need melatonin.
She needs weed. Or morphine or Ritalin.
You can do a propane heater that vents outside too.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking for is options of what I could use to heat up the house that does not take electricity. The heater we have can be hooked into a small propane tank bottle through the pipe in the wall. See, we don't have no pipe in the wall. We can't get you have the big propane tank outside, Amy. We can't do that inside the city limits.
Nope.
Big Dreams Homestead. No, I do not. I would hate for one of those to get knocked over.
This will not keep you warm, but we found an actual can of Lysol yesterday, and we have not seen that in almost a year.
Right.
Right.
Hey, Connie and Justin's working. If you can't push her out, then. Hey, Fang, missed us.
Ow, ow. Chill.
We are good. I mean, it was a rough few days, but yeah, let her out.
She's not gonna go back out.
Yes, she will. She don't have a choice.
Hi.
That dog needs Xanax.
She does need Xanax. You can put a small bottle in the garage hooked through a pipe in the wall. I don't think we have any pipes in our wall besides
No,
water.
we can run the pipe through the wall. You take a long drill bit that's about long and about that big around. You drill through the wall and then you run the pipe through.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what me and Miss Lippy were talking about earlier. You can get those 5-gallon propane tanks, and 2 of them will use one of those heaters for a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Definitely something we'll look into.
Yeah, that's...
Because then we can stock up on those little propane heaters and be good for... By 12 of them, you're good for a year.
Well, no, they've got the bigger one that will do the house, the living room. And they're the bigger propane tanks, like you used to grill with, I think.
Right.
The smaller ones, the smaller heaters...
so you have to just look up refillable propane tanks. Yeah, we actually have a couple of places where you can do that.
That's the one with the little tanks.
Right.
And the little tanks are like 2 for $10. And
I know at the at Racetrack, where the gas station I used to work at, we had a propane exchange outside to where you can drop off your empty propane tanks and pick up a full one for like a small fee.
yeah, like the ones you used to grill.
Yeah.
That's something else we need to get.
A new grill. Because the bottom of our grill completely bottomed out.
And we could get one that is propane.
Mm-hmm.
And that way we can cook in the garage in the winter.
Yeah. Or just use it for heat in the winter. Just have the bottom of the garage door open. Or the back door open.
Yeah, like we did. Yeah.
Yeah, like we did the other day.
But what is this thing called? Mr. Heater?
Yeah.
Mr. Heater Portable Buddy. I like to get one of these for like just a few of them, a couple of them.
Yeah.
Especially for the price.
Yeah.
You can't get them now because they're out of stock.
Yeah.
But the one they're talking about, I love to do for the living room. You know.
Careful of carbon monoxide of grilling in the garage. I'd have it like...
That's why we cracked the door.
Yeah.
Or the garage thing. But you also have to realize is...
that garage is not insulated very well.
Yeah, it's not insulated. You can see daylight all the way around the garage door, even when it's closed. The back door is definitely not insulated, and...
You broke the door? Well, which door are you talking about? Because the front door is also broke, technically.
The front door is cracked.
The front door is cracked. You can see right outside. There's the...
Groundhog Day, I miss what...
Who was the verdict? 6 more weeks of winter.
Hayden Morgan's happy place. 6 more weeks of winter. No, it was condensed down to 1 week. It was just a severe week.
Right, no kidding.
At least in my opinion.
You need to keep that garage door fully open. So what's the verdict for this year?
We didn't last year. Or, not last year, but...
No, if you're using propane because of carbon monoxide.
We didn't 6 years ago. Remember when Amanda and them were making the burgers on the grill in the garage?
That wasn't a propane grill.
What was it?
It was a charcoal grill.
Well, you damn sure wouldn't do it with charcoal. You sure it was charcoal?
Yeah, we have never.
It was not ours. It was Amanda's.
Yeah, I know.
Or Amanda and whatever her name was.
Shonda, something like that. I don't remember, but I don't think it was propane.
Anyway, the heater I have will heat 1,000 square feet. See, that's all I need. The thing is I can't have the big propane tank out like you have. I have to have something that will run on
smaller tanks, like
the smaller tanks, and even those have to be outside and ran through the wall.
I think it was 6 weeks rolled into 1 week.
Yeah, that's my verdict.
See if you got that video, could rewatch what you did 6 years ago with me for sure.
I didn't even have a YouTube channel then.
No.
I didn't get my YouTube channel until 2017.
Yep. Which was only 4 years ago.
Yeah, it'd be 4 years in June. June. I think it says 14.
Amy says, but it will work on a smaller propane tank.
Oh, will it?
Get refillable propane bottles and use them.
But you still have to have it outside, right? The tank itself, just run the pipe through the wall.
If I have an annual flower come back the next year, we live in New York. My Dentura flowers come up every since 2015. They're outside my house last year. They took off like crazy.
Personally,
actually, yeah.
Which ones?
Wasn't
basil don't count.
No, it's not the basil. There was a couple of flowers in that spiral that were annuals that came back.
Oh yeah.
Because remember
there was
I forget which one it was. I forgot the name of it.
It's the cone one.
Yeah, it was the cone looking one, and it came back. So yeah, we do have had that happen. It's just rare. Refillable grow tanks, and yes, the tank does need to be outside.
All right, well that's what I'm gonna see about doing.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how successful we'll be. Hey, Grandma Karen. Is that not what annual means when it comes back every year? That's exactly what it means, ain't it? No. Annual means you have to replant it every year. Perennial, whatever that word is when you plant it and it grows back on its own.
Yeah. It's a little bit different when it comes to planting.
Yeah.
Planting terms are a little different.
Well, that used to confuse me too, but yeah, annual, you have to replant every year.
Jennifer says, hey, y'all, sorry I'm late. Do y'all have power?
We do now.
Yeah, we're about to get an ice storm. Perennial, yeah.
Perennial. I had to not think about it to say it. I'm kind of tired. I've only had like
a handful of hours of sleep.
Yeah, what she said. I went to bed way too late, got up way too early, and didn't take a nap.
It's like, yes, we have our power back, and we don't have any ice on our radar. I know that's all past us now, I think. We're starting to warm back up again. Not warm enough, but we're starting to warm up again.
It is 25 degrees right now.
Make that woman more coffee.
Actually, we have a pot heating up right now as we speak.
That pot should be heated up by now. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem.
Yeah, it's 25 and we're clear.
Yeah, we're clear for the rest of the week, so we're good.
It's supposed to be 33 tomorrow.
It's 1 degree above freezing.
40 Friday.
And then
45 Saturday.
Next Tuesday is going to be the hottest day of the week at 65.
Yeah. Woohoo! Next Tuesday. I can wear shorts again. Craziness, ain't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the propane, some kind of propane heat is something I want to get into. I want to get, what is it, a Lexapure water filter.
Yep.
And I want to get some little solar panel thing that like you use for camping to charge the phones. And where's my list?
Big Dreams Homestead, that is exactly why they're doing the blackouts, because our southern infrastructure, when it comes to power, cannot handle the amount of energy it takes to run so many heaters at once. Especially since all of us like to have our houses a little bit warmer than 68 degrees as they suggest.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is we didn't have rolling blackouts.
Oh, no. Ours rolled for like 2 hours, and then it went off and stayed off.
Ours tripped, staggered like a drunk, and that turned into a zombie that jumped into some quicksand and then muddled its way through some molasses. That's how them blackouts rolled.
But you run AC all summer. Here's the thing. It takes less energy to cool down than it does to warm up. How that works, I don't really remember.
And actually, we don't really use ours all summer.
No, we don't, actually. We only
because we're used to it.
We only use ours when it gets to be about in the hundreds, 90s and hundreds.
90s and hundreds.
And we don't run our central air and AC anyway because it doesn't work. Our
yeah,
heat and
well,
AC don't work.
Each person likes their room a little different temperature.
Yeah, we like to keep my room. We keep it in the high 80s.
I don't turn my AC on until my dog starts panting.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, I got to turn that on because she's getting too hot.
I don't really turn it on until I start to sweat.
Yeah, which once you start getting used to it,
it gets hotter and hotter.
Yeah, like July, August. A little bit of September.
We run it the most in June, I think. July,
August. Starts coming on at June, but not much.
Yeah. How long did your power out and did you stay warm in North Dallas? Power was out for 2 days. Had to go buy wood for fireplace from Home Depot. Lumber cost me $130.
Where do you see that?
Very top.
Oh.
My heater's been working overtime. Will not get our house over 63 degrees in my office. I use terracotta pot and tea lights to help.
Our power was out for 10 hours on Monday, 12 hours on
yesterday.
Tuesday. It came back on last night at 7:30, and
it's still on.
It's still on.
We are in the water boil advisory, though.
Yes, we are in the water boil advisory.
Because our water treatment plant went out of power.
The terracotta pots and the candles we had wasn't really enough to warm up a room, but it did fine on warming up baby bottles.
Yep. See, where was I?
Up there.
Yeah. Amy says they're turning off their water during nights now. It's weird.
That is weird. Why?
LSTP asks if we have any orchids in our house. I have 20 different kinds in my greenhouse. We don't really have any plants in the house.
I just now started getting into flowers. Marigolds have always been my top ones that I've planted, but I've just now started getting into zinnias and sunflowers, and there's quite a few of them.
Freaky Geek says they're trying to get to a mass of folks to forget the blackouts, but it's not working.
Yeah, I didn't forget it.
Right. Doesn't make sense to me either, just because it takes more to turn off for hours. Yeah. Home building techniques build a wall layer different from the south than you do from the north. The regional construction to help with the normal weather conditions in the region. Yeah.
See, if I had my choice, I'd build my house.
Y'all making me think I should just stay off grid. Well, mine warmed up my whole office and family room. Insulation is the same for cold versus hot regions. Not really. The insulation for colder regions is thicker than in
the buildings and the houses are definitely built different.
They're built completely different because our walls are a lot thinner. They're meant to let heat escape so your house doesn't overheat. Too much demand on the water because everyone is leaving seam stripping to prevent freezing pipes. Yes.
That makes sense.
That is true, yeah.
But if you turn off the water, won't everybody's pipes freeze?
Yes. Yes, you just layer different. I did 2 medium pot saucers, also 3 tea lights each.
If you have a terracotta pot and you have a bigger heat source, it can heat up a room. But if you're using a candle, baby bottle.
My walls right now are a 2-inch travel trailer. I think ours are about 6-inch brick.
It's brick.
It's brick. There's no insulation on the outside walls. And
it ain't that.
And there's no insulation in the bedroom walls either. It's just sheetrock.
I can pee harder than our water is coming out of. I know I can.
But your houses are made different down there. Yes. Like, there's no insulation.
But in summer, you can get some window units and have. You ever heard of split system?
They do.
Yeah, we do have window units, and I have heard of the split system. I thought seriously about it, but we all have a window unit. It's actually been cheaper than our central unit.
Yeah, it was cheaper for us just to run the heaters and the AC units than it is to get our central heat and air fixed.
Yeah, I think that's like $8,000.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought it was 15 because you had to replace the units too.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I thought
had to replace both units.
I thought Leon would have found somebody that would do it for $8.
No, that was the
The fuse box.
The fuse box. There's a fuse box and the wiring because the house needs to be rewired.
Okay.
But that was $8,000, and then the central heat and air was 15.
15. Okay, yeah. So, well, not only that, but just the fact that running the ACs in the summer was cheaper than running the central AC.
Yeah.
But like I said, we do it at different temperatures. You got snakes in your room, so you don't want your room super cold anyway.
No.
I have tropical fish. I don't want it super cold in my room. I don't want it super hot. I think I kept it at 80, 78, something like that.
Yeah. High 70s, like low 80s.
Yeah.
I keep mine like between 85 and 80 and 85.
Most of the time in the summer, I'm sitting outside anyway, so it don't matter.
Right, and then Leon, he rarely ever turns his AC on. It has to be like 100-degree plus for him to turn his AC on.
I mean, we can handle the heat.
Yeah.
We're used to the heat. It's just cold we can't handle.
Hey, I figured I could see something like that either way.
Wait, I don't want snakes in my room, so if I keep it
as cold, will they stay out? Yes, yeah. Actually.
Yeah, that's why Northerners don't get snakes like we do.
You got a waterbed keeping fish in your room?
No, I got a 55-gallon tank over here and a
7-gallon tank right there.
Yeah, I got a 7-gallon tank right behind my phone.
Southern homes are built to keep us cooler. Northern homes are built like igloos, heavy insulation, and hold snow weight. Yes. Yep. We have thin roofs. Little to no insulation, and just literally like one layer walls.
Freaky geek, I haven't had a waterbed since the 90s.
Like the wall between my room and her room, it's literally just sheetrock, wooden beams, and more sheetrock.
Yeah, I can literally talk to her. Yeah. Through the wall.
Yeah. There's no insulation in this house whatsoever. The closest thing to insulation you'll get is in the attic.
Yeah, no, there's insulation in there.
That's the only place where it is, though.
Yeah. But I'm actually almost hot right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm comfortable.
But I am wearing a hoodie.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure houses up north, the walls are a lot thicker and they're more insulated. Because I know Cole's mom, the house that they have in Idaho, it is thick.
Idaho.
Their house is a lot more insulated. It's a lot
named
thicker.
That state?
I don't know. I'm not a historian.
I want to name a state and I want to name it Idaho.
So I may not need 6-inch walls of insulation in the Ozarks. No, you would need it.
So I mean, yeah, the Ozarks are cold, if I remember right. Because that's like in Tennessee area, ain't it?
I haven't checked yet, but have you done a video on those rolls that you just did? No, I haven't. Because as soon as I went to like go get everything to do it, this stuff happened.
No, the rolls I just made today that I put a picture of.
Oh, I thought you meant the cinnamon rolls because I was going to do a video on that too.
No, she's talking about the rolls I made for dinner. I posted on Instagram and Garden for Cheap group page.
Yeah. And up north they have basements so they can hide underground. Yes. That's one of the biggest things is up north they have basements.
Yeah, Amy ain't gonna have no basement.
No.
It'd be an in-ground swimming pool.
Right.
You gotta have some serious pumps.
And in Texas, the ground is either too sandy or too rocky.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Move them boulders out of the way to put your basement. I'm sure there are some rich folks that might have
There are a couple places or a couple houses in Texas where they do have bunkers. But those are really expensive to get put in.
Big dream homestead with no basements here, we would flood.
Yeah. Can't wait for things to get back to normal so we can prep for the next climate disaster.
Actually, that's what me and Megan's been talking about all day. As soon as things calm down,
we're gonna prep for this cold weather again for next year. Because it's probably gonna happen again.
If we had a basement, it'd be an underground water hole.
Yeah.
Like I said, here you could have it if you had the money.
Yeah, because you can always hire somebody to blast out the rock, or at least like put in a concrete shell for the sand.
Yeah, or jackhammer.
Yeah. Thank you. Waiting for witnesses.
We're
okay.
I think we're almost out of the woods.
I would direct those prayers mostly to Houston and Austin, where they have been out of power for like 2 to 3 days straight. And especially in Dallas, we saw one picture where an entire apartment building was basically frozen over. There was icicles hanging from a ceiling fan.
Yeah, I mean, we have a baby, so that was a concern.
Yeah.
Keeping the baby warm.
But he was fine. We wrapped him up.
Did Brett just say he's hoping for volcanoes? No, I like Amy's better. The next will be heat and the mosquitoes attack. I can live with that.
Yeah, I can live with that. It's called AC units and bug spray. Is this when we're supposed to chef Jumanji?
I think we missed that boat. I think we should have did that on the 1st of January.
You know what's sad? This year just started and it's already been a circus.
Yeah, 2021 looked at 2020 and said, "Here, hold my beer." I'm just saying.
That's exactly what happened.
Maybe the kids are...
Rogue meteor to the face. I know, said it New Year's Eve.
Apparently, but yeah, you know.
Yes, everybody yelled, Jumanji, make it stop. Jumanji!
2021 sit there and said, oh yeah, 2020, hold my beer, watch this. 2020 grew up and can drink now.
That'd be me. I had my birthday.
Do you have mosquitoes really bad where you're at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as bad as where Amy Broussard has.
Not as bad as Louisiana, but it does get bad. At least in Central and East Texas it does. West Texas, not so much because there's not a lot of water.
It's not so bad around the patio, but if you go near my garden,
yeah,
you gonna get tore up from the floor up.
You're gonna come back and your arms and legs are gonna be bumpy.
Now you gonna get bit at the patio, just not nearly as bad as you would near the garden.
Yeah. And
I don't know why. It's only 20 feet.
And if you are where Amy is, then you could be sitting on the front porch and still get attacked like crazy. Tell them about the Texas scorpions.
Yeah, actually.
That's West Texas.
No, actually, that's
Oh, is that Azle too?
Not Azle, but hang on, give me a minute. Benbrook.
Benbrook?
I think it's Benbrook.
South and West Texas.
South Fort Worth.
South and West.
Well, it's Southwest Fort Worth.
Yeah, well, I'm saying scorpions are South and West. Mosquitoes are Central, North, and East.
McDonald's. Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
But we don't personally have scorpions.
I thought the mosquitoes in Louisiana carried babies away.
They do.
They do. They're definitely big enough.
They're horrid. Every time I go and visit Amy, it's like they must love Texas blood. I'm just saying.
They have to.
They're horrendous there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not great here, especially if you go fishing or in the woods.
Lord forbid if you go fishing.
Then you're going to get tore up.
Amy says mosquitoes are a state bird.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. Louisiana's pretty bad. Here it can be, depending on if you're near water or not.
Yeah.
Or like my garden, it's
and the
really
further east you go, the worse it is.
Yeah.
Because especially really close to that Louisiana border, they do have bayous.
You say that, but off the Mississippi and Missouri, they're a nightmare. And they have these little tiger mosquitoes that have little stripes on them.
Yeah.
And they sting when they get you.
Have you started any seeds yet?
Nope. Was going to, and then this happened.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, my house was at 55 degrees for 3 days, so it really wasn't
seed weather. It wasn't seed.
Yeah, the whole house was 55 degrees, so there wasn't no way I would have been able to keep them warm. They probably would have stunned them.
Our mosquitoes have flight numbers. That's funny.
And landing pads.
Yeah. No. It's not how I wanted to spend my 21st birthday.
Yeah, because her 21st birthday was Sunday?
Sunday, the day it started.
Yeah, the day this mess started was Megan's birthday.
Yeah, that was fun. It's like, you know what I got for my birthday? A snowstorm.
That's one you won't forget.
Yeah, no kidding. It's the one I kind of want to forget.
Yeah. Remember that year that...
He's like, no, not bringing that up.
Oh, come on. Remember when you turned 21?
I spent my 21st birthday at a convention at a non-convent.
Megan spent hers in the blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what you call it.
Sitting locked up in my house.
I guess it was an ice storm?
It did not, because we have alcohol at the house. It did not keep me from drinking.
Yeah, because we have...
We have 2 bottles of vodka, a bottle of whiskey, and I have 2 bottles of whiskey. Because I have... Southern Comfort eggnog, and then we have Fireball. Yeah,
we have Fireball and Southern Comfort eggnog, and we have Tito's.
2 big bottles of
Tito's vodka, which starts a fire brilliantly. Brilliantly, by the way. If you ever need to start a fire and you got vodka
works.
Or Tito's vodka, It'll start a fire. I found that out firsthand.
I bought some mosquitoes, so I have a lot of citronella plants that keep coming handy. Yeah.
Yeah, she was born on Valentine's Day.
Yes, I was.
So what was I saying? Everybody else getting flowers and candy? I was getting morphine and Demerol.
Just like how my, you see, born in November, 9 months after Valentine's Day.
So was Logan.
So was Logan. He was born on Thanksgiving this past year.
So I guess he was Megan's birthday present last year.
He was. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. He's not a COVID baby. He was a birthday present.
Jennifer said happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm going to go get another soda. You keep him entertained.
All right, you can check on Logan for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. But and got a blizzard that you could not enjoy. No, I couldn't, because I had to take care of my kid. And I just looked outside, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go out in that. Though I think I ended up going to the store anyway. For something. I don't remember what it was. My son was born 9 months after New Year's. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, goodness. Hello, everyone. Glad I caught you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Never Enough Time. How are y'all doing? I know this cold is affecting everybody. We're doing okay. We're better off than most people I've heard, or most people in Texas at the moment. I think there's at least 2 or 3 million of Texans that are out of power right now.
You see, we didn't run out of soda.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons we went to the store. How many times did we brave this weather to go get sodas?
I've only been out in this weather once to drop you off, once to pick you up. And I think I went to Walmart twice. So 4 times. Maybe 5 tops. We'll just say 5 because, you know, I got a bad memory.
Too much to know, there is nowhere to put it.
There was a few times where the car had problems.
Yeah, and I think we sent Cole out once or twice to get some.
Only once.
Only once?
Not in this mess we did.
No,
I've been the only one to drive.
Yeah.
Okay, he did leave last night, and he took my truck to racetrack to put gas in it. But that's the only time he's driven. The rest has been me.
Yeah. I just put the snow on top of the snow that already fell.
Well, we didn't have that, so.
Right. Dr. Pepper. She's prepped. Well, we had to go get more, but.
Yeah, we got more today after we picked you up from Veronica's. We picked up another 2 12-packs. So. Yep. We're good. And we still have coffee.
Very little, but we still have it.
And we have. Okay, I'm out of hot cocoa. If anybody wants to mail me some hot cocoa.
Yeah, because we can't find it at the store either.
And oh, Amy, you gave me something for Christmas of last year.
I know what you're talking about.
That so much touched my heart that you don't even have a clue. Something I didn't even think about doing myself that I should have. This woman gave me a mason jar pint?
Yeah, a little glass jar.
Of dehydrated marshmallows. And guess what I've been using this whole week?
Those marshmallows.
So thank you, Amy Broussard, for that most awesome gift you gave me. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before last.
Jennifer says
2019.
She's going after that coffee.
Huh?
Jennifer says she's going after that coffee.
Oh, that's some good coffee.
I have 4-wheel drive, can't drive out of the driveway without getting stuck, yeah. Big Dream says, just made hot cocoa, dry milk, cocoa, and sugar. Ooh, oh, yeah, we have cocoa powder, too.
We do.
Because I had bought it when we were making
So all I need is what?
Dry milk.
I got that.
Hot cocoa.
We got that.
Or, no, cocoa mix, yeah, and sugar.
We got that.
So we have we have everything you need to make homemade cocoa.
Why would I need the powdered milk? Do they put powdered milk in the rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. I didn't know.
That's why it says you can make it with water.
Oh.
Because it's technically already milk.
Cool, because I got this big thing of powdered milk right before.
Yeah, because we've had that powdered milk for a long time.
Yeah, well, right before COVID hit.
Yeah, I don't remember why we ever got it.
COVID.
Was it for COVID?
I wanted to make darn sure that we had a way to make
milk.
Do
you have powdered milk and cocoa? Yes, we do. So.
Yep.
Amy says she has a recipe for cocoa mix.
Text it to me.
Because we need the amounts that you need to mix together.
But thank you so much for those dehydrated marshmallows. I'm almost gone. They're almost empty. But as soon as next time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to buy a bag of marshmallows and dehydrate them myself.
Yep. Big Dream says I grew up poor. We made our own hot cocoa.
I didn't even think of that.
Samson Farms has a video to make it.
Cool.
Good to know.
But yeah, those dehydrated marshmallows that made me so happy.
Yeah, I know you're almost off. Just glad to see you guys. Been thinking about you. Hoping you're doing good. Stay safe. Prayers for you all.
Oh, we're going to be on for...
That renewed the blonde membership. Stick with us. You'll be ready for anything.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah.
I've already got a list of things I need to get, but I still have sugar, I still have flour, I still have rice, I still have beans, I still have water.
We still have meat.
We still have meat. We still have formula.
Mm-hmm.
We have
diapers still.
Diapers and baby wipes, and we have yeast and stuff to make bread.
To make our own breads. So we have everything that we need to survive. We just need heat.
Yeah, heat. Heat was our biggest issue.
And backup electricity.
Yeah, some kind of little solar panel thing for our cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be good.
Amy says make sure to get the little marshmallows. The big ones are a bit too much.
Well, I thought about getting the big ones and cutting them in fours.
But just need to get coffee. Actually, I'm going to buy like 11 bags of coffee when I get my stimulus check in. Or not stimulus, my taxes. Well, I mean, either or.
Yeah.
Whichever one comes first.
The next time she get a big check, she get a lot of coffee.
Getting tons of coffee, because we go through a ton of this stuff. In fact, we might look
I've seen marshmallows so big they can't fit in the cup.
Who needs that much? And those are actually for s'mores.
Yeah, I don't need that much. But what I was thinking is I get the regular marshmallows and cut them. Mm-hmm. But if it's the same price for the little ones, then I might just get the little ones.
Amy says when you cut them, they get sticky.
Then
if you buy a bag of little marshmallows, you're technically getting more marshmallows because they're tiny.
Yeah, good point.
Then
well, I'm going to get a bag of little marshmallows, and I'm going to dehydrate them suckers.
It takes time to build your preps. We're always learning to stock and stocking up. Yes.
Yeah, and considering we started actually prepping last year,
we're actually not doing too bad.
There's still an abundance of things I need and want.
I buy 4 months of coffee at a time. I'd rather run out of TP than coffee. Actually, coffee's really good for you in a pinch. So
you can buy sweet potatoes and place it in a cool, dark place and forget about it. Soon they will grow eyes and plant eyes. Yes, regular potatoes will do the same.
Yeah, because
I know I have a couple bags.
Yeah, Skippy was asking where we got our sweet potato vine. We got that from Miss Lippy.
Yeah, we got that from Miss Lippy, and I don't think I got any sweet potatoes. I don't.
Yeah, Amy says the little marshmallows are cheaper anyway.
Okay, well, I'm definitely getting the little marshmallows.
They make solar generators that will run bigger appliances. See, I thought about solar generators, but we don't always have sun.
But we have sun more than we don't.
Exactly. So we can at least do that. And maybe that would take a little load off of our electricity bill, too. Because we did think about getting, or I really thought about
getting it just for phone and
that in Texas they offer free solar panels that you can attach to your roof.
The only problem with that is one hailstorm. Yeah, one hailstorm and you're done.
Because we get a lot
more of those than we do this.
Yeah, we get usually like mixed sleet, ice, and hail than snow.
We get hail every year.
People would not live over here if we ran out of coffee or ketchup.
We thought we were prepared, and we are, first of all, but this time we learned several things we should have had.
Yes.
Okay, see, now, it's not that I didn't realize it and didn't prepare for it. It's I didn't have a means to prepare for it, but I knew it was going to be a problem. I was just praying the power wouldn't go out and it would become a problem, but it did. Our house is completely electric. I have to come up with a way to power it. I can try to get a wood stove, but I have to get permits for that. I can't get the big propane tank like what Amy has because I'm inside the city limits.
Yeah.
So heating my house is priority number one, but is an obstacle that I knew that was coming. It's not like I didn't think about it.
We thought about it actually when the storm came through.
Well, actually, I thought about it long before that. I thought about it last year.
Yeah.
When our
central
heat went out in the first place and we bought the space heaters. You know, what is a good way to heat a house without power? that's safe. That
we can't install natural gas. That also takes permits.
Permits and more money than we can afford.
Yep. Let's see.
What is a jackery?
I don't know.
Does anyone have a jackery?
White picket fence says they don't need sun, just light. You can charge them with using your electric ahead of time.
Samson said he's back patrolling. From what I understand, a generator will not run a space heater. At least that's what Amy was telling me.
Yeah. Little buddy heater, use small gas canisters.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking into now. Right now, you can't get them in the area. They're all sold out.
Yeah. Can you do a wall propane heater?
I don't know.
We don't know.
That's something we're fixing to look into.
You need a lot of baked beans for natural gas.
Oh, we got plenty of that because we made chili 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Jackery is a portable solar battery charger to use power up cell phones.
Yeah, I want to get some of those.
It's $1 million idea. Make an electric blanket that runs off a battery pack.
Right. In fact, that's what I was telling Leon last night. That even though a generator might not run a space heater, it would run an electric blanket, and y'all could lay up on the couch and cover you and the baby up with an electric blanket.
We have one. We just need more. We need more electric blankets is what it is. We need bigger ones. Because the one we have is big enough to fit a full size.
Well, that's why I also said we should get one of those Arctic sleeping bags. Because those suckers will keep you warm, too.
Right. Scary. The one for patrons is about $500, but worth it. We are getting 4. I guess 4 Patriots is a website?
Yeah, I think so. If I can get it to stop moving.
Let's see. Generators take too much gas to run. I was going through about 5 gallons a day. Dang. And yeah, and our gas is getting kind of expensive. I think it's $2.29 right now per gallon. So that'd be a little over $10 a day just to run the house for energy.
Well, see, and the little propane tanks would be that way for those little heaters. Because they're 2 for $10.
Right.
And you'd go through 2 of them within 6 to 12 hours or something like that. But the bigger propane tanks, the ones like you grill with, is what, $30-$40?
Yeah. If you're buying it brand new, it's like $50 or $60, and then the refill's about $40.
Okay.
But as soon as you buy a tank, keep it, and then you can go and trade it for a filled one for cheaper. Because I think like $10 or $20 of it is just the can itself. Amy says generator use 5 gallons of gas per 12 hours. So that's not even a full 24. It'd be 10 gallons of gas per 24 hours.
Yeah, that's why I was looking into the propane heater. That's also why I was looking into the wood stove. Because to me, like wood stove, you just put a little hole in the wall and you're done. Yeah, you have to have firewood, but you can get that all summer. You know, just buy a bundle each week.
Yeah.
Because you can get it for camping.
Yeah, just buy bundles when you can. Because they're available, and they're really cheap in the summer.
I mean, I have 3 in the garage, and we don't even have a fireplace.
White picket fences, I'm afraid of a gas generator. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Same.
I blew through about $400 in gas the first month we were out here. Dang.
Wow.
We love wood heat. Yeah. Wood stove always works and free. Yep, even go to Home Depot and buy lumber wood if you have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Or bust up the rocking chair or something, the kitchen table. Don't care. You get cold enough.
Some generators can be converted pretty easily to run on propane. I wish I could find gas for $2.29. In Texas, that's expensive.
Yeah, before the election, it was $1.
It was $1.20.
No, it was more than that.
Was that more than that?
Yeah, it was like $1.40 something.
Okay.
Or $1.50 something.
In 2017, 2018, it was $1.20.
Yeah, but like in November, it was like, I think right before the election, it was $1.75.
Yeah.
And then like a few days after the election, it jumped up to $2.05, and then the next jump was $2.29.
And it stayed at $2.29. TLDR says, "What's up?"
We have a TIDR. We
TLDR.
have. Is it TL? That was TI.
It's TL.
We have a propane generator in the mountains. It was a huge mistake when it got cold. Propane didn't want to work. Yeah, but I think that was because of the elevation.
Yeah, because it is a gas. Gases don't really work really well in
Daniel
different
says
elevations.
$1.80.
Not here.
And generators take maintenance and oil changes. So do wood stoves, though. You gotta keep those clean.
Yeah. Here, gas is $3 to $5. Oof.
Oh, yeah, no.
Nuh-uh. I haven't seen gas under $2 since I was in college.
It was here.
It was in Texas.
When Trump was in office, it was.
Yeah. You guys should do a live challenge.
I sent you a link in your messenger after the live. This is what I want to buy my chocolate. All right.
Propane doesn't work well in the cold. No.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, unless it's over there.
I knew. I just figured it would be.
Oil change every 3 days when running it constantly. Jennifer sent you a big box of cocoa mix link.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that's what you need, because that's how you drink your coffee. You'll take a packet of hot chocolate and then pour coffee on it instead of water.
Mm-hmm. And then I usually get 2 cups of coffee out of 1 packet.
Mm-hmm. Which is technically 4 cups because our mugs are 2-cup mugs.
I hate the cold, really. Yeah, no joke. I did too. And see, that's the thing, is the propane heater would only be for emergencies.
It's not
or the wood stove would only be for emergencies.
It's not something we use all the time because we don't need it. We only need it in the winter.
Do you realize there's times I'm wearing shorts and mowing the yard in January?
Yeah. This is actually usually when our winter gets really bad, is February. Late January, early February.
Usually it's late January. No, but the day I brought you home from the hospital, I had the front door open.
Yeah, but there's also been birthdays where it's been super cold.
Yeah, I mean, it goes
both ways.
I love coffee and hot chocolate. Yeah, Daniel, I put them together all the time.
What else can you do for electric besides a generator?
That's my question.
Yeah, not much.
That is my question. What can you do?
Cold causes me pain, but I'll never take it over being too hot.
No, see, I'd rather be too hot.
I'd rather be too hot. Because I can always turn on the water and, like...
I can take a shower.
I can take a shower. I can take a bath. I can,
lay out in front of the fan. Take a shower.
Run through a sprinkler. Hop into the lake.
Take your fan. If it's a box fan, put it in a chair. If it's one of them oscillating fans, just turn it on. Take a shower, get out. Don't even dry off. Just go lay down on your bed in front of the fan. Mm-hmm. You cool off.
Mm-hmm. That's why I want to buy the $200 floor heater.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of need a floor heater because our floors are a mixture of tile, concrete, and vinyl. So
yeah, my room's the only room in the house that has carpet, and my carpet's so nasty it needs to come out.
Yeah. When you're cold, you can just stay in bed and stay warm. I can't.
If I lay in bed all day, I start to hurt. My joints start to hurt. If I get up and get out in the cold, my joints start to hurt.
I
can't keep the baby warm, but I can keep the baby cool.
Right. But I can't stay in bed all day because I have to take care of my child.
I don't have to worry about my pipes freezing in the middle of summer.
Yeah, that too. Our pipes never overheat because they're built for heat.
I never had a garage full of water in the summer.
I don't get too hot. I love the heat. I had a comfortable time, and the Bayou Bash was nice. If it's too cold, you lose power. You can always layer and get warm. If it's too hot, you lose power. Can't do much to keep cool. Yeah, you can. You can drive out to the lake and just have a lake day.
Go swimming. Fill up. Get one of them blow-up pools at Walmart. Fill it up. Lay in the water.
Mm-hmm. Had a heat stroke in 2008. My internal thermometer is broken. Oof.
I don't do challenges. I'm a grown-up. The only challenge I'm going to do is, how am I going to heat my house with no electric challenge?
How am I going to get off the floor if I fall?
Crawl.
I've had that thought coming out of our bathtub a couple times because I almost slipped and fell.
I did fall out of Amy's.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I've had lots of Japanese beetles in my garden last year. I used to lure them. Seem to work. You guys get Japanese beetles? No, we get stink bugs.
Stink bugs. And,
June bugs.
Yeah, but June bugs don't bother the garden.
No.
Stink bugs do.
Yeah.
Ladybugs.
Ladybugs.
The ladybugs are good for the garden except for the Oh, I guess that
orange
is.
ones.
The orange ones. I think those are the Japanese
Beetles.
beetles.
I don't have any heat. Oof.
I didn't until
Yesterday
afternoon.
Actually, technically yesterday night. It's 7
Oh,
p.m.
yeah.
It was night.
It was 7:30, and it didn't warm up in here until about 9 o'clock.
If y'all fall, it's a short fall. You should be fine.
You would think, but I have done a lot of damage falling.
There's more weight to this fall than you think there should be.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a short fall, but it's a heavy fall.
And it depends on, do you hit your head on something on the way down?
Yeah. Do you protect your head?
I've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Knocked myself stupid.
Yeah. It is 9:25. When do you usually end it on?
10.
10?
Yeah, I usually go 2 hours on Wednesday. Well, actually, I go 2 hours most of them, but except for Thursday, unless I can get on earlier on Thursday.
I'm tired.
You tired and feathered?
I said tired, not tired. I didn't let my hip slip out that much.
If you hit your head,
You're definitely fine.
No. That's what causes the damage I have now.
My sis slipped in the bathtub and broke her ribs. Oof.
I can believe it. I slipped out of Amy's. I didn't break nothing.
Felt like you did.
Nah. It hurt worse falling off a porch than it did every tub.
Well, that's because you hit your knee on a metal grate.
Yeah, no, that hurt. Boy, you talk about some colorful words coming out of my mouth. Oh, I just knew I had to snap that kneecap in half.
Do we need a snowsuit for the baby? What size is he? Well, here's the thing, though. I don't know. I highly doubt we're going to snow again after it warms back up. So
And his size is bigger than...
his size is constantly changing.
I say 3 to 6 months.
But I don't think he'll need one right now.
Probably not.
Because we've been keeping him in footed runsies wrapped up in blankets. We haven't really...
Yeah.
We haven't taken him outside unless we absolutely have to.
Yeah, that baby don't go outside.
No.
Okay, he did when we took him to Veronica's.
But he was wrapped up in a blanket.
Yeah, but he was wrapped up. And then, on the way back. But when's his next appointment?
His next appointment is next week, the 25th. Now, if you want to get him a snowsuit for next year, that'd be great. But he'd be at 1 year old, so about 12 to
14 months.
14 months, yeah.
You said the 25th.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday.
Yep.
And weather. Oh, we don't even go that far. It'll be in the 60s.
Yeah, it'll be the 60s next week. So the snow should be melted before then.
Yeah, the snow will be melted by
I'm saying Friday or Saturday.
Friday. Because Thursday's going to be 33. That's above freezing.
Yeah.
Things will start... Well, things already started melting.
Yeah, things started melting today, even though the high got to 28.
Jennifer goes, you never know what this weather's going to do. That's true.
That is true, and our pattern has changed a little bit, but it looks like we're going to be getting some sun.
At least that's what they're predicting.
Yeah. It's good as she falls, the more she's good. Okay. It's like right now he doesn't need one, so but thank you though. Cause that was kind of a concern of mine. He has a couple jackets that he was gifted, but all the jackets that he has are for when he's older. Because he has that big poofy camo jacket.
Yeah.
That he could wear when he's at 1.
Oh, like I told you yesterday, what you could do, you could stick him in that.
Mm-hmm.
Do not put his arms in it. Just put him in it.
Swaddle him in it.
Zip it up and swaddle him in it with the arms.
Yeah.
And he would have stayed plenty warm.
Felt like spring today. Tomorrow we're getting an ice storm.
No, see, we got the ice storm yesterday and today, or the day before, and tomorrow.
Then this coming week's gonna feel like spring.
Yeah.
Because that would be our spring technically.
Yeah. Well. Yeah,
Our springs are usually between
March.
60 and 70.
Yeah.
In March, yeah.
But we had a couple freezes last April.
Samson says baby straight jacket. Yeah, basically.
Oh, you talk about making that baby angry?
Ooh,
Swaddle him where his arms can't move.
If he can't move his arms, he's going to scream his head off.
Speaking of that, he was fine when I checked on him.
Okay, good. I have to use my heating pad when it's like weather like this, yeah.
I wish I had a heating pad.
I have that heating blanket.
I want a heating pad. Heating blanket would be nice.
But the heating pad's more centralized.
Yes.
That's good for cramps. I'm surprised we don't already have one.
Me too. Considering we're female.
Yep. When do you start planting outside in your area?
Usually I have everything in the ground by April 1st.
Yeah.
Last year I did that and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
But that has been the only year that it was a mistake out of...
All of them?
Yeah, out of all of them, which I think I've been gardening here...
Several years now.
5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we've been here 6.
Yep.
So 5 years. I've been gardening 5 years and only once did it frost after I put... Well, okay, no, that's not true. The 2 years ago, I think it was, it frosted. 2 or 3 years ago, it frosted the day or that next weekend,
Yeah.
but I didn't lose anything. This year, it
Lost
frosted
everything.
3 times, and the third time wiped everything out.
Yeah.
Well, the second time took half, and the third time took the rest.
Yeah. They were hanging in there. They were hanging in there, and then it frosted
But
again.
our last frost date is March 21st.
So
and it's usually in that range.
My nose is like dry.
It's because it's hot in here.
No, it's because of the cold.
No, it's cold outside. It's hot in here.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, when you're cold, your nose runs. When you're hot, it stops.
my nose has been hurting like this all
That's
weekend.
the sun infection.
It's just right here, though.
Oh, well, maybe you've been picking your nose too much. I don't know.
No.
You and your little messy bun.
Did you get all your seeds yet for this year?
I've got them. I just haven't sprouted them. I still need to make a garden plan, but with the weather...
Being like it is, haven't really bothered with it.
But I really need to. But I'm kind of glad I didn't because with as cold as the house has been this past week, they would have stunted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they might have would have rebounded, no doubt, but I don't know. I'm just kind of glad I didn't. But I need to start doing that. I've got peppers to get started because peppers are so slow. Everything else should be fine.
I feel like there's like a sore right here. Mine never stop running. Nose.
But yeah, I need to start my seeds. I need to map out in the garden how I want to do it. I still need to get more compost for 1, 2, 3, 4 of the beds, or 3.5 actually.
Right.
And I don't know, I've been thinking about moving those cattle panels.
Yeah. I know the one thing I've been really impatient with is my tax return.
Well, that's because you're
getting
it. Looking, it's like,
I want it now.
I could use it now. I need things.
No kidding. I'm still gonna put like 1,000 of it in the savings account, but still.
Yeah, well, you have to because of taxes. Because Cole's work.
Well,
yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm gonna put 1,000 in a taxes saving account and 1,000 in a separate savings account, just for emergencies.
Yeah, but one's always gonna get tapped into.
Eventually, yeah.
I'm glad you're okay after the blackout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took Megan and the baby over to
Veronica's,
a friend of mine.
Because they had power when we didn't. And they have a fireplace, so if the power did go out, they could always start a fire.
Was that Gracie or Xena?
That was Xena. Yes, we are staying warm, Claybank.
Yeah.
I'm about to get a bunch of hog panels and build a new hog pen and get some more piggies.
Well, I want to take the 3 cattle panels I have and move them and try to make a high tunnel.
Can't even see my garden bed for the snowdrifts. Yeah, we can't really...
Right now, yeah, the whole backyard's a solid white.
Yeah. The only thing you can see is like the smallest black outline of the tops of the garden beds. Yeah,
well, if you look really hard, you can see the little green spurts of my garlic.
Yeah. How did the baby do in the blackout? He did good. We had him... I had him in a footed onesie, had little hand covers on his hands and a toboggan, wrapped up in a blanket. He was nice and warm, actually. His face was warm to the touch. So he was nice and warm. He was okay.
Yeah, and we heated up his bottles with a candle. So.
Yeah.
And a terracotta pot.
Yep. We used the terracotta heater to heat up his pots, or his bottles. So
yep.
He got warm formula instead of freezing cold formula. Yeah.
She's so... Well, very clingy. But she's sitting outside that door whining.
Mm-hmm.
But I know if we let her in, she's just going to go stupid. And be hyper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's another thing, though. Because I know the stimulus checks are actually being, like, fast acted through the system. So, I know for Cole and I, we're going to get, like, $4,200 from that. Probably put about $2,000 or $3,000 of it in another savings account.
Yeah, see, we could buy a wood stove with that.
We could. But that's why I'm putting it in savings, so we can use it to buy what we need. The IRS just accepted people's tax returns on February 12th. You should be getting something 21 days after that. Yes, actually, we filed ours early, and they accepted it the 13th, just a day after they started accepting returns. So we should be getting one soon, or we should be getting our returns soon.
She should be. I don't get...
I know. Still haven't gotten our $600 stimulus yet. If you file your taxes, they will give you a rebate stimulus tax credit for that. So you'll get the $600 added to your tax return. Because Cole hasn't gotten his yet either, but we filed our taxes and they just added it to it. And we also got back stimulus for our baby.
Did you get your $600 for something?
Yes,
okay.
We did.
I couldn't remember.
Have you heard anything about the second stimulus checks? The $600 ones or the $1,400 ones? I don't know what a onesie are. Oh, you're wearing a onesie. I get it. It took me a second. I'm there. I mean, they do have onesies for adults. That's a good idea, actually.
I'm just sitting here wondering if he has a depend on with his onesie.
We pay taxes, no returns here. Well,
they would still be added to it.
It would still be added to it when you file your taxes. The 14. Yeah, the $1,400 one, it's still kind of being tweaked. The bill's still being tweaked, but it's progressing through the House and the Senate pretty quickly.
I know with ours, that's what I'm going to get, like, the little solar panels and...
The sooner you file your taxes, the bigger your return might be, especially if you made less this year than you did in 2019. Because then you'd get access to the full $1,400 if you were past the cutoff or the financial cutoff. If you want information about stimulus, check Stephen Gardner on YouTube channel is the best. Yes, actually.
You knew that already, didn't you?
Yes, I did. How do you think I've been keeping up with it? I want that $4,200, okay?
Well, I don't blame you, because you know how much prepping stuff we could buy with that?
Exactly! You know, it's funny that we're talking about the prepping, too, because I have a list on our whiteboard in the garage of things I want to get backups of. Like, laundry detergent. Oh, God, what was it? What was on there?
I don't know, it was your list.
It was laundry detergent.
Him?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Look at the video right below it.
Okay.
So, yes.
Okay, I'm subscribing. Don't bite my
Kept
head
it
off.
with the first one, but then decided if it okay, if not, shrug. Yeah, if I get it, okay, if not, yeah.
Well, no, if and when I get mine, I'm going to start taking things off that list.
Yeah. I have a list of ours in the garage, too. It's extra dish soap, extra detergent.
Nathan goes always buy two. We're learning that.
Yep. Detergent, dish soap, diapers, formula. I always buy extra formula every time we get a paycheck that we can...
She buys extra formula and extra diapers every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd already found them.
I just got some seeds from Baker Creek. How does Habanana peppers taste?
I started growing them last year, but the frost took them out, so I didn't get to try them. The jalapenos were fine.
Yeah, the jalapenos were really good. They have the flavor of a jalapeno, but none of the heat.
Yeah.
I bought a greenhouse with my stimulus check, the first stimulus check.
I don't blame you.
The very first one, I had just found out I was pregnant, so I bought a I bought a mattress. A memory foam mattress, because I knew that I would have trouble sleeping on the mattress that we already had.
I used mine for the irrigation system. I put it in the garden.
Food and gas.
Food, gas, and our trip to Louisiana.
Yep, that's right. Second one, I used on food and gas.
Second one, I used on cast iron, glass casserole dishes.
Big Dream says I bought land with my stimulus.
I wish I could have.
Right. Never got a stimulus check. I'd go on TurboTax because I think they have a thing where you can set it up. If you don't file your taxes, you can still get the check.
Unless somebody else claims you on their taxes.
Yeah, unless you're claimed as a dependent. If you're claimed as a dependent, then you don't get it. But that only applies to, I think, the first check. If you're claimed as a dependent,
but good God for stocking up.
Yeah, if you're claimed as a dependent, you're not eligible for the first check, but you're eligible for the second one and the third one.
Where's my little notepad? There it is.
But if you're claimed as a dependent, your check will go to whoever it claimed you.
I bought a new camera, a jelly maker, and jars and lids. Oh, speaking of that, I seen this thing on Facebook I wanted. And it's not a need. Not really. Kind of, sort of, maybe. It was a silicone mold.
Baby's crying.
Okay. It was a silicone mold for to make sausage links. And I was like, I want that. The baby was crying. But the second one I used for cast iron, and I bought some glass casserole dishes, and something else. Oh, I bought the Gamma lids for the 5-gallon buckets, and I bought a food saver and bags to go with the food saver so I could vacuum seal the food.
She pooped in the bathroom again.
I think she does that just to get back at me from locking her out of my room.
More than likely. Well, that, and she hasn't been outside all day because it's been below freezing.
Yeah, but she's already pooped in the bathroom once today.
True. And she's only eaten, I think, once today.
Just now, or when I started.
Amy says gonna head to bed. This old woman is tired.
Oh, that poor baby. Good night, Amy. I love you.
Love you. And then, like I said, with this.
And God, if she's old, what the hell am I?
You're a spry young chicken.
Apparently.
Love your face. Love your face too, Amy.
I love your face.
And then with our next stimulus, I'm just going to use it to stock up on everything that we need and put the rest in a savings account.
Yeah, see, I'm going to start knocking things off that list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I did with the last one.
Yeah.
I bought the Gamma lids, the vacuum sealer, the bags, and I started vacuum sealing food and the glass or the mason jars that I stocked up on our rice and stuff. And
if it wasn't so heavy, or if I knew it wouldn't be such a hassle, I would want to go through everything that's on those shelves in the garage and like put in, I don't know, canisters or put our backup stuff on there.
Yeah, that's fine for like detergents and shampoos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, shampoo and conditioners. That's what I was. That is what I was.
But I really want a shelf or somewhere to put the mason jars of all the canned foods.
Yeah.
I don't want that in the garage because it gets too hot.
Yeah, it gets too hot and then too cold in the winter. I'm eating some Red Heaven peaches I canned from last year at my peach tree. That's cool.
That's awesome.
It sounds really good, actually. Still haven't gotten the second stimulus. Then when you file your taxes, you can claim the recovery rebate tax, and you'll actually get it added onto your tax return. So it'll either pay off what you have to pay in, or you'll get it as a little bit extra.
We have to take our dog out for 5 minutes or less when it is so cold, and we
put salve on his paw pads.
Well, Zena's got a jacket, but she still wouldn't go outside.
No.
But she's just being rebellious right now. She pooped in there right now because I won't let her in the bedroom during the live.
The first time she pooped in there, I think it's because she hadn't been out all day. But it's too cold to really let her out.
She wouldn't go out. I opened the door and she looked at me like I was stupid.
It's like, I ain't going out there.
She sniffed it, looked at it, and turned around and walked off.
She's like, no, not today. Not like Veronica's dogs.
She looked at it and she's like, not today, Satan. And she turned around and walked off.
It's not like Veronica's dogs. They're labs, so they have that thick fur. The older one would actually claw to go out, and he would stay out there for like 20, 30 minutes and then come back in.
This is my dog's jacket.
It's a puffy jacket. Got it from Petco.
Yeah, I was actually wearing it yesterday.
Yeah. Got it from Petco for like $20. Worth it.
Yeah, it is. Got that 2 years ago.
Yep.
I'm glad we got a bigger one because now it just barely fits her.
No kidding. Baby's fine.
Okay.
He's still sleeping. He just got fussy because his pacifier fell out of his mouth.
But like you said, Cole still hasn't gotten his stimulus, but it went to your taxes.
Yeah, no, it just got added on to our tax return along with Logan's back stimulus checks. Because I was pregnant with him the whole time that we got the checks. But since he was born last year, I could claim him as a dependent, so he gets those back checks.
Ours is a Bernese Mountain Dog mix. We fight to
get ours inside. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, well, see, she's half boxer, half English bulldog. She's got short hair. She ain't having it.
No, she's not having it at all.
I did get her to go outside yesterday, and she did pee. But then she took off running in the snowdrifts.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw her zoomy marks in the snow. And
it just made her go stupid for a minute, and then she came inside, and then she wouldn't go right back out anymore.
You probably shocked her.
Maybe if I coaxed her out and went out with her instead of staying at the door like I normally do.
Maybe.
I don't know, but since she's pooped twice on the floor, I guess it don't matter.
Right. At least it's not like diarrhea.
No, and at least it's in the bathroom.
Yeah, she knows where to use the bathroom.
I guess she thinks she's human. She's going to use it in the bathroom, too.
Right? Because any time that she's actually used the bathroom in the house, it was always in the bathroom. Instead of, like, in front of the back door like Gracie does. Okay, Gracie's anywhere in the house.
Gracie's just, Gracie.
Yeah. Need to log out. Have a great night, everyone.
Alright, we're not going to be on too much longer either.
Yeah, it's starting to get late. And I'm a tired mama.
Oh, I lost a subscriber. Sad story.
Oh, no. I played in the world's smallest violin.
They probably didn't like my Trump comment. I don't know.
Probably not. It's funny the media's still all having stories all over him even though he's not in office anymore.
Alright.
It's like, why don't you make articles about our current president?
Why don't you make articles about, how they're screwing us over on our power?
Yeah, no kidding. My sister's dog is a border collie. She loves the outdoors, and he loves the snow.
I don't know. Veronica's labs love the snow. They were just out there wallowing in it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is that the right word?
Wallowing. Yeah. Their oldest one, Kiko, he has a really thick fur coat, and he'll be the last one in the house.
He was kind of cute though, 'cause he just sprawled out in the snow, just laying there.
He's like, it's so good.
And Whiskey, I think that's the female's name.
Yes.
Yeah,
Whiskey.
I love that. She is beautiful.
Her.
Beautiful black lab.
She's gorgeous, and she's so sweet.
Yes.
I think I have a picture of her with her face on, or her head on Logan's shoulder, just like this. Just.
Yep.
I'm here. I think Whiskey and Xena would get along.
Yeah, well, they're both high energy.
Very high energy.
Well, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and
call it a night.
Because, it's been a long day at sea, sir.
Very long day at sea, sir.
It's been like a long week.
Yeah. This is not how I wanted to spend my 21st birthday.
No. But anyhow, please stay safe, stay warm. I love you, child.
I love you too. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Yeah.
We're happy to be okay.
And thank you for all the prayers that were sent out to Texas, because Texas needs them. Texas ain't okay.
We are not okay. We're not okay at all.
Yeah.
I know I think there's a couple places you can donate to help with the conservation. I said to help bring Texans power back and make sure they get shelter and food, because a lot of grocery stores have no supplies. About 2 million of us have no power, and I think a million or so don't even have water.
Yeah, well, we have it. We just have to boil it, so.
Yeah.
But it could be worse.
It could be way worse. There's people that have no power for like 3 or 4 days.
So definitely keep those people in your prayers.
It's mostly
especially the linemen that are working in this mess.
Gosh, yeah.
definitely keep them guys in your
I
prayers.
would hate to have that job right about now.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for coming out and spending time with us.
We appreciate it.
God bless and peace.
There we go.